Ready to get started. Welcome everyone. I see so many community members, we have council members, we have Cowicess Venture Board members, our business partners and colleagues. We're just super happy to be standing here today for our grand opening. I just want to note that this is Cowicess First Nation land in the heart of downtown Regina on Treaty 4 territory. We want to recognize that our ancestors from the Nehiyawak, Anishinaabe, Assiniboine people, this is their traditional lands and they were here since the beginning of time. In addition, this is the homeland and birthplace of the Métis. And we want to recognize that through colonialization, promises have been made and have been broken and Indigenous rights have been set aside. We are mindful of those broken covenants, but on a day like today, we bring everybody here together to make right with all of our relations, and we're very proud to be doing that. The Cowicess community stands together with a strong sense of pride and accomplishment, taking back those traditional lands and bringing new economic value to our nation. We have a short and sweet agenda today. We have remarks from Chief Cadmus Delorme, Jason Gash from Tim Hortons Corporate, and Corinne Mething from Akora Hospitality. After those comments, we're going to recognize a few of our key contributors to the project, and following that, there'll be time for the media to chat with any of our partners if need be. But before we get into our remarks, we would like to welcome Jason Littleton to come forward and play a hand drum song and start our ceremony in a traditional way. Thank you, Jason. Thank you so much. I would just like to take a quick minute to provide a quick overview of the development, just to give some background before we get into our speakers. So Cowicess First Nation purchased this land in 2018. There used to be a strip mall here, and the strip mall operated under Cowicess's oversight until 2018, at which time it was at the end of its useful life, and the nation decided to demolish the property to make way for new development. As soon as we were taking down the old building, we started getting approached by various business partners who were interested in future development here at the site, and Tim Hortons was one of those groups. So from 2018 onward, we started those conversations, and at the same time, together with our legal counsel, Mr. Brabant of Brabant and Company Law, we started the process of the addition to reserve process with Indigenous Services Canada. So we were very pleased to negotiate a municipal servicing agreement with the City of Regina, which was concluded in 2020. And then we worked on the head leasing process. So this property is head leased from Canada down to Cowasis Ventures, which is our development corporation. And then from there, Cowasis Ventures drops a sublease down to Tim Hortons Corporate. And then from there, believe it or not, there's a third chain in the leasing command, which leases this building to the Macora Hospitality, the Mething family, for a 20-year term to operate this beautiful new building. So as you can see, there's a bit of a process and structure on the business side of things for this development, but we're really happy to have the Mething family oversee our development for the next 20 years here. So we'll have a long-standing relationship. With that being said, though, I just wanted to hand it over to Chief Delorme for a few comments.
Nanaskaman, thank you, Jessica. Tapwe Poko Mio Kisagao, it's a beautiful day today. I thank Sydney and Roland and everybody that took part in ceremony this morning here in the teepee behind us. One of the things from Cowasis is you start off in a good way with prayer, so we blessed and prayed, and thank you for that. I want to thank all of you for coming to share this beautiful day with us. A couple of years ago, there used to be a mall here. Some of you would know it as Shasty McNasty's. Some of you are wing-eating champions from that place. But many years ago, Cowasis leadership at that time had a vision to create economic opportunities in the city, and we as a nation purchased that. And we purchased all this land in this area where this Tim Hortons is, and then a little bit ways over. The building wasn't really fitting in our long-term goals, so the Treaty Land Entitlement trustees from Cowasis, the chief and council from Cowasis decided it was time to demolish and rebuild. And today we stand here in sharing of a brand new Tim Hortons franchise. We own the building, it's on our land, and our new relationship with the Mething family is going to be long-term. One of the things about Truth and Reconciliation Calls to Action number 92 is First Nations want to be a part of the growth. And this is a prime example of the Truth and Reconciliation Calls to Action number 92. To the Cowasis First Nation citizens, this is a proud day for us. We're getting stronger one day at a time, and it's economic opportunities like this that made it happen. I want to thank Jessica and the Cowasis Ventures team, because a lot of meetings happened, a lot of sometimes agree to disagree to get to that end goal happened, but we always kept on what the end goal was, and that was to have some kind of economic project end goal, and that's where we stand today. I want to thank Alan Brabant Legal for making sure that Cowasis, our return on our investment was there. I want to thank the Mething family because our relationship is just beginning. And as much as I want this teepee to stay here because it looks so beautiful, we need customers here so the teepee can't stay. But we're already talking about putting Indigenous content and artwork in the building to show that pride that this is First Nation status land. I want to thank the Government of Canada because our relationship with land is with the Government of Canada, and they help make this happen. The First Nations Bank of Canada also contributed, and all of us together made this happen. So on behalf of Cowasis First Nation, I just want to say Nanaskamun to the council, to my left that could make it, Councillor Denise, Councillor Gary, Councillor Malcolm, and all our other council on Cowasis, to the Treaty Land Entitlement trustees, Councillor Malcolm, and I know Kevin's here somewhere, and the other trustees, and the past trustees, including one of them is my late father, who helped purchase this land. And so that's what we do this for. To our princess, Mimi from Cowasis, she's, are you supposed to be in school today? This is school. But this is why we do this, is for Mimi and our future generation, that this nation will provide more opportunities. So I thank you very much for sharing this beautiful day with us. Nanaskaman, thank you.
Great words, Chief. Next, we'd like to call on Jason Gash, Area Franchise Lead for Tim Hortons.
Perfect. Good morning, everybody. How's the coffee?
Great.
Good?
Great.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me here today. So I'm with the Tim Hortons Corporation brand. I'm the area franchise lead for Central Canada. I could not be more than happy to be here. You know what, I look back at my tenure so far with Tim Hortons, and it started 3 years ago. And this project means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the brand. 3 years ago when I first started, my first meeting ever with the Mithing family was to talk about this project. So this has been a long time coming, not only for myself, for the Cowessess Nation, but also for the Mithing family. For me, this project was a relocation of a business in the same community from a non-drive-through to a drive-through location to prosper, obviously, the economic side of things, but also to support the community further with further employment. And let's be honest, Tim Hortons is a spot where we go to share lots of memories, lots of tears, tough conversations, and to get our morning Java, right? It's a beautiful thing, beautiful building. So with this also comes a partnership with Indigenous landowners and business owners. A part of this relationship has grown further and further, obviously with this project, but more recently we had the September 30th launch of our Orange Sprinkled Donut campaign. 1,500 owners across Canada participated in a week-long campaign with 100% of profits going to the Orange Church Society and the Indian Residential School Survivor Society. I'm proud to announce that during that campaign, we raised over $1.6 million. So congratulations to everybody. I'd like to also thank all the parties involved. I think you guys said it well. There was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put into this project. You know what? At the end of the day, we were grateful enough to have this building put on your land, but also a 20-year deal and a partnership that's going to last a lifetime. This isn't just about this one building, it's about the foreseeable future with our new partners, obviously with the Mithing family here in Regina, but with Cowessess First Nations. So thank you to everyone, and I appreciate being here today. It's more than just an honor, it's actually a blessing for me. So thank you.
Thanks, Jason. Next, I'd like to call up Corinne Mething. She represents Makora Hospitality, which is a family-owned business that's operated for many years here in Regina. They actually run 8 Tim Hortons franchises here in Regina, so they are no stranger to what it takes to make your morning that much better. But anyways, Corinne, please come up and share a few words.
Morning, everyone. Thanks for having us up to speak. We really appreciate it. As she said, my name is Corinne Mithing. Along with my husband Marlon and my sister-in-law Tara Mithing, we're the franchisees of this beautiful new location. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. As we gather here, we'd like to also acknowledge that the land on which we gather is Treaty 4 territory and the traditional territory of the Cree, Saulteaux, Assiniboine, and Métis people. We pay our respect to the First Nation and Métis ancestors of this land, and through our business partnership, we affirm our relationship with one another. As she mentioned, we're a second-generation family business, carrying on the operations from my in-laws, Larry and Bonnie Mithing. As some of you may know, we operated the 4th Avenue Tim Hortons location until last month. When we were presented with the opportunity to work with Cowessess a number of years ago, we were immediately intrigued. For many years, our family has been looking for an opportunity to expand the 4th Avenue location to accommodate a drive-through option for our guests. Thankfully, this relationship with Cowessess First Nation has helped to make a 15-year goal come true. Today, we're celebrating this grand opening with true excitement. Not only did we get our drive-through, but this location has allowed us to offer our regular guests, our new guests, and the residents of North Central a beautiful new restaurant and a wonderfully landscaped property. We look forward to the meetings and the socializing that will go on at this location. In all of our restaurants, as she mentioned, we have 8. Our main goal is always to provide a service to our neighbors and a sense of community to our guests. On behalf of our family, I'd like to express our sincere appreciation to everyone who helped make this relationship a reality. Thank you to Chief Delorme. Thank you to the Council of Cowessess First Nation and the band members in attendance today. Thank you to the Board of Cowessess Ventures Limited. Thank you to Jason Gash and Tim Hortons for trusting us to be the franchisees of this beautiful new location. Special thank you to our General Manager, Mary Lou Mislang, and our Restaurant Manager, Ruel Karakta, who continue to lead and build a strong and diverse team to serve our guests. And lastly, a thank you to Jessica Nixon, who has been our liaison through every step of the way from the first meeting many, many years ago. Thank you to everyone for coming today to celebrate this great day with us. We look forward to many successful years ahead with you. Following the ceremony, please, if you haven't, go inside, tour the restaurant, and be our guest for a coffee and donut. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Corinne. So, believe it or not, projects like this don't build themselves. There's lots of hands involved, and at this point in time, we would like to call upon some of those folks and just do a bit of a gift recognition to those involved. So, we'll start with a presentation from Cowessess First Nation to the Mething family.
Thank you, Jessica. Oh, the Methane Valley. Astamuta, come here and greet our Councillor Denise, Councillor Gary, Councillor Malcolm. One of the things in Indigenous ideology is blankets. It symbolizes relationship and warmth, and we offer you this in a Pendleton blanket with a buffalo on it, which resembles many things from our past and our present. So that's to all of you, to the family. We put it around you, and thank you for this great relationship we're about to begin. Thank you very much.
Similarly, Corinne, I'll call you forward now at this time as well. Go ahead. Yep.
Delorme, thank you so much for being here today. We're very excited about this partnership, and our gift to you is one of them is we wanted to do a donation to a local nonprofit that you choose. You can let us know if you would like to donate something. And also we have a Tim Hortons journal, and my father, who's here actually, also makes some pens made out of local Saskatchewan wood that we put out. So we have those.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. I don't know if everybody heard that, but Father over there carved some pens with the cow's name on them. Thank you very much. I'll sign some big checks with these now. And a book. But they also donated, they're going to donate money to a organization in this city at our choice, and we'll be pushing it forward to an organization that helps our females and their young families. So thank you very much.
So now we'd like to call on some of our project contributors. Mr. Alan Brayback. Al, would you like to? Al has been very instrumental to all things Cowessess and legal for the past 30 plus years. Al and I have had many boardroom conversations with TDL Corporate to get this deal done, so thanks so much, Al. Did you want to say something? Okay.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be here today at this momentous occasion. As Jessica mentioned earlier, as Chief mentioned earlier, this is one of the foundations of the economic development platform for the First Nation. We are a major contributor in Saskatchewan's economy, and this is just one vehicle allowed to us to participate even further. And I want to thank everybody for all their hard work and contributions to this. This is a complete team effort with contributors, financing parties, Tim Hortons, and our local franchisees. So I want to say thank you very much, and all the best, and I consume as much coffee as you can. Thank you.
Thanks, Al. Next, I would like to call up Westridge Construction. They were our trusted contracting group for this build, and Chad and Greg are in the crowd. I know they are. So Chad was our, come on up, Chad. Here you go. Thank you so much. I'm just here. Chad was at this site he was every day since April. He got calls on the weekends. He got calls about, people coming through the site when they shouldn't have been. And he definitely pulled this off in a tight timeline, a tight budget. And even up until this morning, he was coordinating getting the site trailers moved off the site, hanging our development sign over in the monument, sign. So hats off to Chad and all the work that he did through the duration of this project on site. Thanks so much. I'd also like to call up Greg Shiplak from Westridge Construction. Greg was the project manager, and he's been involved since day one on the budgeting side and making sure we got some really tough shipments of materials in. COVID did play an impact on some of our materials and procurement. So again, thanks for being very diligent and managing the project on time and on budget. Thanks.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, good luck.
Next, we'd like to call up Booker Cornea from First Nations Bank of Canada. Cowessess has an extensive business relationship with First Nations Bank of Canada. They've provided us lending on a number of files. Our solar panels on reserve, the ones near Regina, our gas station, tank expansion, now our Tim Hortons, and we're looking at future relationships with them as well. So thank you so much, Booker, for representing First Nations Bank of Canada.
Thanks for this, Unyas.
Okay. I don't see him here, but if he is Matt Badger still here? No, Matt has gone. Matt from Benson Badger provided advisory services to the project as well, so we'll get his gift later. The next individual, and I don't see her here either, is Miss Jada Delorme. Does anybody say Jada? Oh, you come up here. This girl is a rock star. Okay. Here you go, Jada. I don't know if you're talking, but I need to give you a call. Okay, just you see here. So Jada is a Cowessess citizen, and she is one of the most beautiful artists this city has to offer. We tasked her with a very challenging task of indigenizing our site, and if any of you, maybe you haven't, but if you walk through our drive-thru, you will see it's one of the most unique Tim Horton drive-thrus, I would argue to say, in Canada. She spent the last 3 weeks here in rain, in cold, after school, after her university classes, making sure she was able to bring the culture and the community to this site through her art. So thank you so much, Jada. Okay, and there's just a few other folks in the crowd where we'll get to you with some gifts later, but I just want to acknowledge them. So we have Sherry Daniels from Indigenous Services Canada. I just wanted to recognize that Indigenous Services Canada did provide some infrastructure funding for this project, so we'll connect with you in a little bit, Sherry. And for our council members, we also have some beautiful coffee mugs for you folks. So thanks so much. So that concludes our formal agenda. We just wanted to thank everybody for coming. We wanted to take this moment to do a bit of a picture opportunity between Tim Hortons, the Mething family, and the Cowessess group. So if we can pose here. We have some cups to do a celebratory coffee cheers. So if everybody would like to pose here in front.
What are the optics? Are we good over here? Oh, Malcolm needs a cup. We'll all put it forward for, we're not ribbon cutting, we're cheersing to officially start this. And it's water.
Everybody in?
Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, cheers!
Hold on, guys.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah.